Everybody been through something, something that almost broke them. You know, where you smile on the outside, but deep down inside, you hanging on by a thread. See, I learned sometimes when you hit rock bottom, God teaches us that He's the rock at the bottom. And I remember a time in my life when life actually hit me hard. I lost things, people changed on me, and I feel like things that really mattered to me, it was gone. I prayed and I feel like God wasn't hearing me. But I knew in that moment, this where things start to change in my life. See, the things that was meant to break me, God was also using to build me, to rebuild me. So in the process, I had to learn to increase my faith. See, God turned my weaknesses to strong points. Not only just strong points, I start to see results in that moment. But when you're going through something in life, now listen to me good. When you're going through something at that moment, you can't see no other thing but that problem. And you're trying to constantly work on it, work. And then you find yourself exhausted because you are working on it from your own self. You have to invite God in. So what I'm trying to get you to understand, He was actually rearranging my circle. The things I thought, or the people I thought I needed, He was taking them out. He was also increasing my faith, not only just my faith. He was just strengthening me, all my weaknesses. He was just training my faith. That's what I want to say. God can train your faith as long as you go to Him. So when you at in your life right now, you may be at a down point, a turning point, where you feel like everything is just constantly happening. You have to change the perception on how you see things and turn to God, turn from your own fleshly or wicked ways and understand that everything that's meant for you is going to be meant for you. And everything that's meant for the bad, God is going to intend it for the good. The same way Joseph told his brothers, you intended to harm me, but God intended it for my good. See, the same way the enemy tried to send things to break you is the same way God can send things to bless you. So don't let wherever you're at now affect what God is going to do later. And I'm talking about that job loss, the heartbreak, the betrayal. See, none of that is wasted. God is going to continue to help you in that circumstance. He's going to help you in that situation. So you have to continue to just lean towards His direction, and God is going to lean in your direction. See, whatever you may be going through and you trying to find a solution for it, God has already found the solution. He's just waiting for you to just give it to Him. This goes to, a deeper discussion about when you hand it over to Him. This brings me back to scripture from Romans chapter 8, verse 28, and it says, all things work together for your good, those who love God. This means even when it doesn't feel good, God is still there. God is still going to attend it for the work out in your favor. So hand over that, drop that in His hand and place that in His hand and trust Him with it, because He's going to take care of whatever things that the enemy is trying to distract you or try to even destroy your character, because He has people on assignment. He has sent your closest loved ones, family members, friends, to try to knock you off your pedestal. Not even just your pedestal. He is just trying to set you back, because He's sending things because He sees what God has in store for you. We know God is working for your good. So don't let nobody rob you of doing things that God says that's for you. He's going to give you the desires of your heart, of you trusting and willing. See, this is why I say I can share where I went, and when I hit rock bottom, God was teaching me in rock bottom to trust Him, go a little deeper to trust Him, continue to connect with Him. And as you're connecting with Him, He's turning all your weakness into strength. Like, for example, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to give you an illustration. It's like you're putting a puzzle together, and all of a sudden you check in the box to see where all the pieces went, and you're missing that one piece. But God is that piece that He's going to put everything together. And then now you can see the picture is clear. So whatever you're going through right now, God just wants you to trust Him. And when you can't understand, God wants you to trust Him when you feel like your plan isn't working, because His plan is greater. So continue to trust in His plan. I'm living proof to tell you that God is a God that's going to work for you. He's always working for our good, but we have to trust and believe Him, even when it feels uncomfortable, even when it feels like it's stressful, even when it's feeling like it's costing your peace. God is going to renew your peace. He's going to renew your strength. He's going to renew your mind. He's going to create those new thought patterns. He's going to create the new pathway for you. He's always orchestrating. He's always working behind the scene. Sometimes it may be solid. Sometimes it may be uncomfortable. Sometimes it's hard, but you can't give in. You can't stop and think about what the enemy is doing, you got to say, my God is stronger than whatever the enemy is trying to do or throw in your path. And I can tell you what made me actually survive was stop asking, look, God, I want you to do this, that, and that. When I understand God was a God that provides, every day that he wake up, he provide me strength. He provide me resources. He provide me the guidance. He provide me the power that lies inside of me. See, salvation is free. See, the grace renews each morning, and his mercy renews each morning that you live. So when you understand the way God works, you can beat the opposition. You can beat the oppression. As long as you continue to trust in him and speak to him and know that he's God. See, he's the God that who was and who is to come. See, when you know this, you know God is the same God that was back then. So whatever you're going through, remember, God is undefeated. He hasn't lost a battle yet. So you think he's going to lose your battle just because it feel like you just wrestling with your spirit and you feel like God is not answering that prayer. You asking for him to calm the storm, but he actually giving you the strength to continue to walk through that storm, because on the other side, that's the character that he's building. That's the blessing that he's been working on. That's the strength that you're going to see. You see the resilient on the other side. When you're going through the process, you wonder why. You be like, why me, God? Why not you? Because you're a survivor. You're one of his toughest soldiers. You can survive this. So what I'm telling you, stop living in survival mode and just know that you're a conqueror. You're going to come out of the survival mode long as you look to God, long as you trust in God, long as you believe in God. See, I am proof that God is still working through everybody. Everybody has a task. Everybody has a blessing with their name on it. Everybody's name is tied to victory. It's up for us to claim it. You have to remember, you may be pressed in this process, but not crushed. You may be persecuted, but you're not abandoned. God will never leave you, never forsake you. He's always there with you. Even so, when it feels like it's not working in your favor, it's actually working in your favor. But when it's not feeling like it's going this way, and you say, okay, God, I trust in you and I believe in you. I don't know what date or time this is going to happen, but I trust that you're going to see me through. This is a sign. This is a signal to tell God, okay, his faith or her faith is increasing. She's believing, she's relying on me to make things happen. And this is how you're going to get that miracle to be pulled down. So you may be right now in a financial circumstance, a hardship, and you feel like, okay, God, I trust you, but I know this due date getting closer and closer. God is going to put something in your path. If you really trust and believe in him, like I remember a time when I was behind on my car and I'm like, God, I don't know how I'm going to pay this. They might repull my car. But I actually stopped and sitting there. I actually sat in stillness, quietness, and said, God, look, quiet the noise in my mind. I know you're a God. I know all these things, but I'm human. So when I'm going through this, just show me what I'm actually fighting for and show me that you're going to bless me. And I received a random deposit in my bank account. Don't know where it come from. Still to this day, I don't know where it come from, but it just was enough for me to pay my car note. That's how God can work. He can do things in mysterious ways. So when you feel like you just surviving, don't let it change your mindset that God is not still in the blessing business, because he's still in the blessing business. He's still in the healing business, but it's up to us to actually surrender. You have to surrender. You have to fully surrender and trust in his plan, that his will work out through your life abundantly, exceedingly, and higher than your expectations go. So God is way further beyond our own measures. So when you are sitting there in your own head, you're robbing yourself from the things that God said he can do instead. So when you feel uncomfortable at rock bottom, remember, when you down at your lowest, God operates at his best in darkness. His light going to shine so bright. So rock bottom, I appreciate it, because I know I appreciate it by being at rock bottom, down to your last, sleeping in motels. Don't know how you're going to pay for this, pay this bill, pay that bill, or how you can even pay your child support. All these things that I went through. This is why I want to just be real and just honest with y'all, because when I tell you, God took me from being lost to bringing me to being found, from taking me from being broken to being healed, to taking me from being confused to being with clarity. And this is how I'll be able to come on here and help somebody to fight through this season, the season that may be tough for you. But it's not tough for you. You have to start speaking life until you're not there. Don't say, okay, God, this is it. No, say, God, I know you're going to do it. You have to walk in it. Walk like it's already been blessed. Walk like it's already been sent out. Because without a doubt, without fear, without clouding your judgment, just true, bona fide, trusting in God. See, it's hard. I'm going to be honest with you. It's hard when you're going through that process. And it's difficult when you feel like that's the only thing you got to rely on. God is the only thing that you necessarily need to rely on, because He's all that you need. He's the creator. He created all these things, but he didn't create confusion. He didn't create fear. He didn't create doubt. He didn't create you to be judgmental. See, when you're judging your situation, you're judging your circumstances. God didn't call you to judge your circumstances. He called you to give him your circumstances, give your desires, give what's bothering you, that burden, release those things into him. So you are a person that's sitting there and dwelling on the things that you're trying to fix in your own comfort. But remember, whatever was sent to break you, it may make you feel like you've been in, but you'll never break, because God is going to help you, because he never leaves or he'll never forsake. So if you're in survival mode, it's time for you to break free. I speak that over your life. It's time to see and reap this harvest that you've been praying on, that you've been seeking for. Continue to seek his kingdom first. Because while you continue to seek his kingdom first, everything else is going to be added to it. So just because you're in an uncomfortable environment, a headspace, and you feel like you can't survive what you're going through, don't give up, because you are surviving. Each day that he wake you up, that's living proof. He's waking you up for you to continue to live out your story. So as you living out your story, it's all because of his glory. It's all because he is not finished with you yet. So never say, I won't survive this, because you're a survivor, and you're going to make it through, and you are built to last. Hey, I don't know who this message was for tonight, but I'm here to tell you, I went through the suffering. I went through the pain. I'm not going to say, boom, it just changed right then and there. No, I still had steps. I still had seasons. I'm still in a season. You know, this may be a slow season for me, because I don't see much of progress, but I still trust in God. Even though when I feel like, oh, I don't feel like doing this, I continue to push through, because as you continue to push through, you know God is going to work you through it. He's going to see you through it. He's going to bring you through it. So don't never let that nobody else say, okay, everything just fine and dandy. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm going to be real with you. I suffered, cried. I feel like I want to give up, but I continue to keep moving and kept my head up, because I continue to look to God, even in the moments where I feel like, okay, this is it. Okay, I can feel this, but I'm not going to stay here, because I know God is a God that always here, and he's a God that's always on time. His arrival is better than my pain, because he's going to take that pain away.